Hey there, this is Jason with SentimentTrader.com. I want to take a couple of minutes and go over our backtest engine again. We do quite a few of these videos because it's one of the more useful parts of the site, but it can be a little bit overwhelming or intimidating if you've never done a backtest before and aren't familiar with some of the terms around it. So let's go ahead and do another test. This time we'll take a look at industrial stocks. You may have heard that they've been on a tear lately. This is early January 2018. And they've been one of the best performing sectors. As a result, a lot of the stocks are trading above their moving averages. A lot are hitting new highs. And so let's go ahead and see what that means. So go up to sector and country ETFs and then breadth. And then what we want to look for are new highs. So we'll just type in new high. And this will sort the breadth table by the percentage of stocks in each of the ETFs that are hitting a 52-week high. If you click value, that'll sort the table by lowest to highest, and then click it again and that'll give you the highest ones on top. And then we can see industrials are right up here towards the top with about 43% of the stocks hitting a new high. The little thumbnail that pops up, you can see how extreme that's been relative to others over the past year. So click on that link. That'll bring up the larger interactive chart, and you can see indeed that over the past few days it really has spiked up. Even if you go back over the past 10 years or so, it's still one of the highest readings. So what does that mean? So just go down to backtest this indicator. That'll bring up the backtest engine, and it will autofill some of what you need. We're already looking at XLI, the industrial ETF, the percentage that are sitting at a new high. If you want to smooth the readings out, you can choose a moving average. Index filter, that's if you want to test for times when XLI is trading above or below a certain moving average. So if you're looking at only bull markets, you could say select 200 period moving average, and it'll only show you times when the test triggered, but XLI was above its moving average. We're just going to leave that out and look at all dates. So down here at backtest parameters, that's where you're going to enter more of the information. So look back period, let's go back over the past 10 years. And observation value, we're going to look at the next 20 days. So just type in 20 and then select 20 days. If you choose weeks here, it'll look at the next 20 weeks, next 20 months, etc. So just choose days. Indicator condition, we're looking for times when the percentage of new highs was above 40%. And again, you can look at the scale over here to get a sense of whether it's a decimal or integer, etc. Exclude overlapping observations, that'll be times when sometimes multiple dates in a row will trigger. If you don't want those to be included, you could click that box. Swap index filter, so say above if you chose times when XLI was above its 200-day moving average. If you click that box, it'll only choose times when XLI was below its 200-day moving average. So if you want to test bear market parameters, you could choose that. We're going to leave that, just do a very basic test, and just click Run Backtest. So it'll take a few seconds, and then the backtest summary will just give an overview of what you selected. So XLI, the new high percentage, above 40%. We're looking back over the last 10 years. It gives the actual dates. And then we're looking forward over the next 20 days. So we can see that the average return was about a negative 0.5% with only a 32% win rate. So out of 19 total days, only 6 showed a positive return over the next 20 days. And you can scroll down and see what those actual returns were with the exact dates. To get a broader overview, you can click the multi-time frame results, and that'll give you more time frames and what XLI did over those time frames. So we can see even 2 months later that XLI was actually higher most of the time. So very often after this surge in new highs, it had a shorter term dip, and then longer term that momentum was quite positive. So you can actually go back up to the parameters here, and let's say let's select the next 50 days. Hit 50 and then just run backtest. That's all you've got to do, and it'll show you over the next 50 days there was actually almost a 90% win rate. Only 2 losses out of 18 total trades. And again, you can scroll down and see what those actual returns were. So you can go up here to the chart, zoom in on any instance that you want, and you can see that this was pretty typical. After the spike in new highs, there was a dip over the next 1 to 2 months, and then it resumed higher again. So it's a really good way to test some of the indicators. If you hear something's extreme, you don't quite know what that means, you can use the backtest engine to find out. It's a really handy way to verify something that you hear, something that you might see on the site, and determine if something you should pay attention to. So I hope you found that useful.